true grassroots resistance to them, and it's out there and it's going on, and this is the key.
Alex, can I just tell you a real quick story about what I experienced in high school, and I think it will basically arm him for what he may encounter in the future.
Sure. Can we boost his audio, because I'm having trouble hearing the caller? Go ahead.
Sure. I'm sorry. Let me get closer to my phone. When I was in high school, I had a little altercation. It was right after Columbine, and just to give you a little background, I'm a pretty bombastic person. I speak my mind, you know what I mean? And I used to always give the faculty a hard time. I mean, when I was in high school, they had just implemented that ID program that you were just talking about. And, that was a big cause for consternation. And I used to, go on and on about it. And, people used to go, oh, Delaney's crazy, he's going to shoot up the school and whatnot, because it was right during that Columbine time.
That's what they do. Anybody who doesn't like the police state wants that's what Biden said in that clip I played, where a guy said, please don't take my guns, and Biden said, oh my God, your guns need to be confiscated, don't come shoot me.
Yeah, and the faculty of the school seized on this as if it was like an opportunity to bring me into the office.
No, they staged the event.
Yeah. And it was totally ridiculous. It was like cartoonish how completely...
Sir, every week I see about some high school student in English writes a story about their dad who's in the Marines, or writes a story about zombies attacking a fictitious school. I wrote a story about zombies. I'll never forget that I got an A on. That was 20 years ago. And they now come and arrest you for that and say it's a murder plot. Again, for what you write. The students are being taught there's no First Amendment even in the articles they write. Even articles that don't mention the school, don't mention any students. The last guy that got arrested that I read about and charged with attempted murder, he wrote a story about a fictitious school with zombies. He was a straight-A student. And they said, write a fiction story. So he wrote a story about zombies. And his grandparents said, oh, let me see your paper. They read it, and they went and called 911 and reported he's got a story about zombies. And they said, that's it, you're arrested. In fact, Google. People aren't going to believe this. Google for me real fast, guys. You can find this one. Google student arrested for writing zombie story. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Michael. You wanted to say something.
I'm sorry. If he finds himself in one of these type of situations, one word of advice I can give him is temper your reason. Do not flip out. If you put forward a unified and coherent thesis opposing what they're trying to say to you, they'll have nothing. And also, they'll be proud of it. Like Alex says, these people are compartmentalized. They don't even really realize what they're doing. So if you show them that you're intelligent and you know what you're saying, you will be able to combat the propaganda that the faculty is under.
Yeah, but we will definitely not give in to their instigation with violence or anything, because we see that these situations that they instigate, they cause, are fraudulent. That's where we stay calm about it. We say, we haven't done anything wrong. Let's stay calm, and that's how Patriots do it. We do it peacefully.
All right, thanks for the call.
I knew what you knew when I was your age.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's why we're here. We've got to tell young people how dangerous these government training camps are, how serious it is, but don't just go along with being a prisoner. Fight back peacefully with the First Amendment, your birthright people fought and died for, to expose what's going on. The cameras, the police state, the fences, the cops searching people. Remember Goose Creek, North Carolina, where they have all the kids line up every morning with police dogs even biting their bags? Remember that a few years ago on the news, where the police dogs were biting the bags? Oh, don't believe me? Before we end the show, did you find the zombie article? Did you find the zombie article? Oh, the zombie article is up. Yeah, a student arrested for writing zombie. Yeah. Click on thecurrent.com, mainstream news article. Here it is. Now, there's another one. Google Goose Creek, North Carolina. Go to YouTube. This was pre-YouTube, but it should be on there now. Yeah, go ahead and put this up. Student arrested for writing zombie story. Okay. A fictitious school, English class, story about zombies attacking a fictitious school. Folks, I got an A+, I'll never forget, in the 8th grade in my English class, where me and my buddy, my black football buddy, Corey Strange, are in a pickup truck. We're 16. Zombies attack the Rockwall School, and we run home and get shotguns and defeat the zombies. This story was basically the same. Now, I got an A+. I don't know. I was 12 years old. How many years ago? I'm 34. Like 20 years ago. Let me see. 8 and 10, and man, that's That's 22 years ago. I'm getting old. And back then I got an A+ for writing a story like this. Now you get arrested. So now that's not enough. I'm going to document it for everybody. Okay? Did you ever find the one about them telling the kids they're about to be killed and the kids thought it was real and they throw fake blood on them? You didn't find that one out of Michigan? Okay, well, whatever. It's there. It was all over the news. The point is that we need to pull up Goose Creek, North Carolina school drug raid. And they have the children line up every day until the video got released from the school. Somebody smuggled it out, one of the teachers. There's good folks inside the camp. And the children cry every day, and the dogs come in and bite their bags, and they cry, and then marijuana's never even found, and the cops just walk around with their guns. Just total destruction of America. Meanwhile, they ship in the drugs themselves. Their bosses do. Oh, Goose Creek, South Carolina school raid. Let's go to more on there. Click video, and that will pull it up for us. No. Take me back to the screen. Here. Punch me up over here, and then I'll go back to your calls. Okay. Go to the top. Goose Creek, South Carolina. Go to the top. Okay, now go over here where it says more. Cut to the wide shot. I'll show you. I'll physically show you. If you cut to the wide shot, I will physically show the control guys. I'm basically training them on what I do. This is not hard. They're smart guys. I'm just, hey. Let me have control of the internet. Yeah. See right here? Exactly. No, I want to show everybody on screen. This is very easy. But I tell adults this and they don't know how. I tell my parents this and they don't know how. It's so simple. Look, you're on Google. You click on more with Goose Creek, North Carolina drug raid. You click video. See where it says video right there at the very top of the screen. Good. Click that. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, it's not pulling it up. Okay, go back to the main page, because this happened 4 or 5 years ago. It's not in the main index now. Let me see. Goose Creek, fallout continues in aftermath of high school. There is a couple of newspapers. Goose Creek, South Carolina school raid. Click on the top one, because it'll probably have a video link. Just go ahead and click on that one. Yeah, the CNN one's fine, too. Go down to the CNN one. This would drive me crazy. I've just got to take control of this myself. Now, they have everybody line. Oh, there's the dog. See the dog right there. But I want you to see the video, because this was a daily occurrence. They have the kids stand up, line up like prisoners every day. Everyone's guilty. And then the police dogs come in for fun, and the children cry, and the cops get sexual pleasure. It's like a satanic pressing on the nerve of power, while the dogs grab on the bags and then rip them. And then they go down the line with the dogs biting the bags. But the dogs are trained for terror, and they say, do you have drugs? And they, no, I don't use them. I don't have them. Okay, let's move on to the next Abu Ghraib victim. It's South Carolina. I said North Carolina. See, memory fails. Go to YouTube and enter that. Police raid, Goose Creek, South Carolina. Go to YouTube and Google it. Robert Wanek, I'm sorry, I'm doing classic babble here on the show. The point is, everything I'm saying is documented. And this is terrorism, is it not, Robert Wanek?
This is not only terrorism, psychological warfare on us, and it's not babble. As long as we're giving out this information, you could talk all day, and because it's just such important stuff that needs to get out there. And when people come out and they say, you guys are disinfo, Alex Jones is disinfo, he lies.
Hold on, just a second. I agree with you. Stay there. They found it and pulled it up live on air. Go back to the YouTube main page. Let's take our lower third up, or people will say it's fake. They're preconditioned by enemy brainwashing. Everyone's been preconditioned. We have to break your conditioning right now. You can do this. This is real. This is happening everywhere. Okay, I can even find them throwing blood on kids as they scream and cry. Okay, fake blood. Now go back to the main page of YouTube, and then all you type in is Goose Creek Drug Raid, South Carolina, and then the first thing that comes up is this video shot by somebody in the school. The footage I've seen is from the cameras in the school themselves. Here it is. Punch it up on your screen now.